you're here because you've been figuring out how to lose weight, how to lose inches off your waist, how you can lose that stubborn belly fat on an African diet. Yeah, you're the right place. Let's move.
It's the Ghanaian Day. Welcome back.
Well, hey there, loves. This is the Ghanaian Day, and you're very much welcome to my channel. On here, I do talk some plus size confidence, Ghana culture, and generally lifestyle. So if you're interested in that kind of content, then you should very much keep watching. Before I give off or give away any tips or information, I would like you to know that you are beautiful and your body is amazing. Whatever body type that you're in, it's pretty, it's beautiful, it's amazing. You do not need to change it, unless of course you want to change it for yourself, or you want to lose for yourself, or you want to gain weight for yourself, but you do not have to. Okay, that is the difference. So I started this journey. I wasn't looking purposely for weight loss, but I started the journey as a result of how I was feeling very dull, and I was on low energy, and like things were just not going well for me. And I knew working out or my eating pattern was partly a contribution. That is the reason I took this step. I took the decision that I would gift myself a better, stronger mind and body for my birthday. And mind you, it worked. So we've been told that if you want to lose weight, or if you want to lose belly fat, then you have to go on an European diet or Mediterranean diet or etc, etc. But I love my kinky, I love my banku, I love my jollof, I love everything. So how do I do that while still on an African diet, while still doing my usual wache, doing my usual Ghanaian diet? That is what this video is about, and keep watching. This is what I was looking like before I started. I will put the video either here or there, I'm not sure, somewhere. I think here, I'll put it here. So this is what I was looking like before I started. That is not to say that I was looking terrible or there's something wrong with how I was looking. Guys, the fupa is divine. Repeat after me. I said what? The fupa is divine. So I mean, you don't need to do much about it. I just was so focused on that because I needed the energy, and I think it went away in the process. It was not like targeted per se at my belly fat. Okay, so these are the things I'm gonna share with you. The thing I want you guys to know is to not obsess over the scale. So what I did was I checked my weight before I started. I was around 104 or 105 kilograms, and that's my heaviest weight so far. That's my heaviest weight since I was born. That's been my heaviest weight. And so I'll try and convert it to pounds somewhere. So I just knew that I was going, like I'm a size 16. I think now I switch between 16 and 18 every now and then. So I just knew that I was going, and I checked at a pharmacy because I do not have a weighing scale. So I checked at the pharmacy, and that was the weight I got. About a week later, I got sick. I went to the hospital, and it was 99 kilograms, but I knew it was not accurate because obviously the weighing scale used at the hospital is different from what is used. That's the digital one is used at the pharmacy, and a different one is used at the hospital. So I couldn't tell, but I just knew I had to stick to one scale so I could know if there was any progress or not. Until I decided to stick with the pharmacy because that was closer to my home, and that's why I can obviously track. So second week I went to check, it was still the same. I hadn't even moved 0.0001, right? And I was really working hard, but I wasn't seeing anything in the weight until like the second week. And I looked at my belly, I was like, whoa, okay. Like I could see the difference in my body because it was a bother. It was bothering me, it was disturbing me, it was causing so much chaos in my mind. And I was seeing the progress, I was seeing the changes in my body. Let's move straight to what I did. How did I lose that much? How did I go from this to that? How? Cardio. You cannot run away from it. Like you cannot run away from it, especially if you want your results a little faster than usual. You can't just like diet. I was combining the dieting, or let's say the dieting with cardio. How many times am I gonna say cardio? So cardio, what cardio did I do? I could not go to the gym because of work schedule, obviously, and shmoney reasons. So I had my own gym at home. So I have a skipping rope. I have like 2 skipping ropes at home. Doing some running and some jogging. Jogging, running, somewhere in the middle. I'm not a jogging fan or running fan because like I don't like it basically. So if you don't like to run, or you don't want to go out of your home, or you do not want to have people staring at you because it's a little weird, you can just skip, because skipping is more convenient but very, very effective. Convenient but effective. Skipping, I would recommend it. I was doing skipping, I was doing some running around the house, jogging, whatnot. But I was also incorporating HIIT workouts, high intensity interval workouts. I think that's what it's called, something like that. So what you do is it works like this. You do intensive continuous workout, and then you rest your body and you continue. So it's not like you're stressing your body. You rest so much so that you have enough energy to actually go very hard at the workout. So that's HIIT workouts. I was doing a lot. So I downloaded a couple from YouTube, or sometimes I'll just watch them while doing. Most of them are 30 minutes, 15. I don't do less than 15 minutes. So 15, 30, 45, depending on the time I wake up and how I can actually finish before I go to work. Depending on my schedule, I'll do not less than 15 minutes, but at most 60 minutes or an hour, right? Okay. So HIIT workouts, I'll try and put a couple of them. I think Natasha Ushin, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'll put them on the screen somewhere. She's called Michelle. Oh goodness, I forgot her name. I've forgotten her name. But I'll put them up on the screen so you can possibly check their channel. They have really, really intensive workouts that worked for me. So HIIT workouts and cardio, the most important thing. So in as much as you're working out, your results are going to come from 80% nutrition or 80% food, 20% your workouts. 80% food. I'm a Ghanaian, you are a Ghanaian, you are an African, I'm an African, or you just like African food or whatever it is. Actually, I was so surprised because I thought I had to let go of all the things I was used to eating, but no, that was not the case. I wanted something that was sustainable for me, something that I could continue, something I could keep at, because if I go and if I go and buy, some exotic things and I'm using it for like a month and it works, what happens after the 1 month? I can't get them, because unless you are some rich person or that's the kind of food you're used to eating, it's not sustainable. So I needed something that would work for me, something I could continue doing for a period of time, and it's my usual food. So this is a typical meal plan for a day. In the morning, I could have wheat bread or brown bread or whatever, a slice or 2 slices, depending. I would not do more than twice a week or once a week. I was doing more smoothies in the morning because, let me show you how I used to eat. I'll take tea, bread, and egg. In the afternoon, I'll eat rice. In the evening, I'll eat rice. But it changed altogether. I was trying to be on a caloric deficit. The important thing is you can eat whatever you want, but be on a caloric deficit. So calories are like the energy you gain from the food you eat. I think so. I'm not a nutrition expert. I'm not a science expert. So you guys can just take my amateur knowledge and just work with what works for you. I'm not an expert, please. But basically what I was learning, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading articles, and I think caloric deficit was what is important. It does not really matter what you eat. It does not mean you can just throw anything in your body and then be on a caloric deficit. Of course not. Duh. So for a morning like this, I could have a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie. I didn't really like vegetable smoothies. I rather prefer to like eat them as a salad. So in the morning, say I would have a smoothie, and I was taking more protein. So say boiled eggs, as in like one egg, not plenty eggs. Boiled egg, and yeah. And instead of like adding sugar, say I'll just try and make a video later because it's a whole thing. It's very intense and like broad. So if you guys want me to do a video on what exactly you can eat, like the meal plan, let me know and I'll do another video on it. But basically, let's say a smoothie in the morning. In the afternoon, I can have wachi, rice, kinky, banku, anything. But what you do is, instead of buying or eating like 10 ladles of rice, I would have a cup of rice. So let me see if I can get my measuring cup. Maybe I'll show you later. But a cup of rice, or approximately 2 ladle spoonfuls of rice, and that was it. So because I was working and I couldn't always cook from home, it was fine. All I had to do was to tell the vendors that, I want this amount, please give me 2 ladlefuls, that's it. And so you have that small amount of rice. No, it's not small, it's actually quite satisfying. I think sometimes it depends, it's your mindset. We've been programmed to think that a whole bowl is what will satisfy you, but it's quite wrong. I was so surprised how much I could fill up on 1 cup of rice. So a cup of rice, vegetables, like I could get a cup of vegetables or 2 cups of vegetables, and then grilled chicken or egg or fish. Yeah, so that's it. Mostly for me, I knew that the stew prepared outside has a lot of oil and maggi and those plenty things that have additional salt and all that. So what I was doing is I'll take plain rice and I'll just ask for a tablespoon of shito, right? So that I'll just mix the vegetables with the rice. It's like fried rice sort of. And it was nice. It's not like I'm forcing myself to eat. It was very nice and it was very convenient for me. But if that won't work for you, then you should definitely ensure that you're eating not stew that they've not poured a oil like this thing. You guys get me? You know the Ghanaian stew. Oil is no. There's this app called MyFitnessPal. I was using that to track my calories. I was focusing on what's between 1,200 and 1,500 calories. That's what I was trying to eat. Okay, so there were a few days, like weekends, where I'll just like let myself go a bit, but apart from that, I was very strict with what I was eating because I needed to get my results in 4 weeks. But if you're trying to have very sustainable weight loss, then you should definitely not eat too little, because that would also affect your metabolism. Okay, I'm talking too much on caloric deficit. The next thing, water, H2O. what did I say? H2O, like gulp on the water. I was doing, so you're supposed to drink an amount of water based on your weight. So with respect to my weight, there's this calculation you do. I've forgotten. Maybe I'll just show you guys later, but I did a calculation long ago, or you can just search how to do the calculation. And when I did my calculation, I was supposed to not do less. I was supposed to do about 4.5 liters of water every day, which is a lot, especially for somebody who doesn't drink a lot of water. So I gave myself a target that I was not going to drink less than 2 liters. Right, so that worked for me, and I couldn't hit 4.5 liters. Honestly, I won't lie about it, but I was doing 3 liters, 3.5, 2.5, within that range, and I think it worked for me. What you can do is, maybe when you wake up, you take a sachet of water, or like, yeah, let me speak on our terms because that's helpful. You take a sachet of water, and everybody drinks bottles of water. You can't drink 9 bottles of water each. It's expensive, because one water is like 150 pesos. It's expensive. So sachet of water, one when you wake up, one before you eat, one after. So you can just spread it along the day, so it doesn't get boring that you have to drink all at once. Okay, so water is very important. It flushes out toxins, it flushes out like all the stuff, and it's actually quite helpful for your general health, not only for like weight loss or losing belly fat. The next thing is apple cider vinegar, guys. Apple cider vinegar. So apple cider vinegar doesn't make you lose weight, according to what I've read, or according to what I've heard. It doesn't necessarily burn fat. What it does is it suppresses your appetite. So instead of every day you crave cake, or you crave plenty things in a day, it will suppress your appetite so that you don't overeat. You get me? So that's what apple cider did for me. So I realized that I'll take 2 spoons in warm water. I don't think you necessarily have to do warm water, but I think the taste is very burns your throat. It has this very, very unpleasant taste and smell. So I would mix it with either honey or lemon so that it's better for me to drink, or it's easier for me to drink. I take that before I set out for my day, and it helps, because I realize the days that I forget to drink my apple cider vinegar, or that I don't get to drink my apple cider vinegar, I get hungry and I have cravings all over the day. So apple cider vinegar, you should definitely consider it. Okay, so this is it. Mine is like finished. This is what apple cider vinegar looks like. You can get it in malls, you can get it in supermarkets. I would say it's quite expensive for me. For if you're a graduate like me who's not like making a lot of money, it may be expensive, because this is about 80 cedis. But you can still save up and buy it, because it's very, very helpful. Mine is finished anyway. Apple cider vinegar, top notch. Next thing is more walks. So walks, I used to take cars everywhere. I did not like working around. I did not like being sent. I'm a national service personnel, right? And of course, if you're in Ghana or you know the Ghanaian system, national service personnel get to do a lot of work, a lot of running around, a lot of errands, a lot of basically moving around. You use us. But during this period, funny enough, we had a shift system, and so we're just 2 national service personnel in my office, which meant that the other guy was off the time I was on, or the time I was on duty. And so it meant I had to do all those running around errands and all that. I think it helped. So I carried my phone. My phone has an inbuilt step counting, should I say app, inbuilt here. So it tells you the number of steps you've taken in a day, and I was trying to take 5,000 steps, 6,000. I could not do 10,000. Ordinarily, people usually do 10,000 steps, but I could not do 10,000 steps because of distance and all that, and because I was working out too, it was, you know, supplementing that. So 5,000 steps. Try to take more walks. If you used to take taxi from here to like that short 5-minute distance, walk. Just put some music in your ear and fucking walk. You can do it, guys. Also, one thing I would say really helped with the belly reduction or belly fat loss is belly wraps or tummy wrap or waist trainer or whatever. No, not a waist trainer. So I had this wrap that I use. There's two. So I get what's it called? I don't know if it's called the thing used to wrap on food. I'll try to show a picture somewhere on the screen. But I use that, and then I use my tummy wrap as well, and I use it while working out, so it keeps my core tight, because it's hard for you to focus on what you're like. It's hard for you to focus on your workout while trying to keep your core tight so that you can get the most effective results, right? So you put the plastic wrap around your stomach. I think I have a video. I'll show you what it looks like. Like, my tummy really sweats a lot when I use that plastic wrap before like my usual belly waist trainer, whatever. So all these really helped me. I hope this is super helpful. I hope this was really helpful for all of you. Essentially, this is what I did, or this is what I was doing, or this is what I'm doing, or what I've been doing, and it worked. Just make sure you're portion controlling, but you can eat your Ghanaian dishes. Less oil, less salt, drink more water, more walks, more workouts, and you're good to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was super helpful. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and freaking comment. This is the Ghanaian Daily. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.